Some disappointing news here. As we get older, we should apparently eat less. New research from Brigham Young University found that middle-aged women who do not cut down on their food intake more than doubled their risk of significant weight gain. The researchers followed the women for 3 years, examining eating habits and lifestyles. The women who didn't rein in their eating habits put on between 6 or 7 pounds. Researchers say our energy requirements wane as we age, and women need to pay close attention so intake matches energy output. They offered a few tips for women. First, keep a record of what you eat. Put less food on your plate and eat more fruits and vegetables. And in other news on weight, one drastic way some people choose to lose the pounds is with surgery. Here to talk more about this is Judy, and she is accompanied by our Dr. Sheila. Welcome.
Thanks, Nancy. Well, we all know that losing weight can be difficult, but keeping those pounds off is harder. Now researchers have compared people who have undergone weight loss surgery to those who lost weight using diet and exercise, the old-fashioned way. And they found that the weight loss and maintenance were comparable, but the patients who used the old-fashioned diet and exercise approach had to work much harder to maintain that weight loss. Very interesting information. Joining me now to discuss this fascinating study is psychologist Dr. Sheila Foreman, a member of our medical advisory board. Dr. Sheila, thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk about this study first. Tell us about it.
Well, it's an interesting study. The researchers took 315 people, all of whom lost an average of 125 pounds and kept the weight off for about 5.5 years. 1/3 of those people had lost the weight through bariatric surgery of one form or another. The other had lost the weight through regular weight loss efforts, diet and exercise. Right. They measured their weight loss maintenance after 1 year and then again after 2 years. And what they found was both groups gained an average of about 4.5 pounds per year. But the behaviors that the two groups engaged in afterwards in an effort to maintain were quite different. It's interesting.
Okay, so it's the after that we're kind of focusing on. Okay, what were the behaviors? Let's talk about that.
What was interesting is that the bariatric patients engaged in really bad behavior. They ate much more fast food, much fattier foods. They experienced more stress, more depression, much less exercise than the other patients. The other patients in the study maintained their weight loss by eating correctly, exercising more, and so forth, but it took more effort.
Well, what does this say? Is this saying that people that had the bariatric surgery perhaps weren't getting information on how to maintain their weight loss? What's going on here? Why aren't they working out?
I think what's happening is the bariatric patients are getting a false sense of weight maintenance because they're allowed to engage in the behaviors that caused them to gain the weight in the first place with minimal consequences. And the study didn't actually offer an explanation, but I think one explanation may be that when patients go through this kind of surgery, they are able to eat less food. So as a result, they take in fewer calories and as a result maintain their weight. But I really think what's important for all these patients is that they all learn healthy lifestyle. They learn healthy diet and healthy exercise habits, because even a 4.5 pound weight gain over time is going to put the weight back on.
Well, so what does the study tell us about the best way to lose weight? What do we do? Is it surgery? Is it diet and exercise? Is it a little combination of both, or?
It depends on the patient. When there's a medical necessity, these bariatric surgeries are fantastic. But for the ordinary person, lifestyle is really the way to go, because you want to build the habits, the exercise habits, the eating habits, and the lifestyle, coping skill habits that will maintain that weight loss for a lifetime.
Well, Dr. Sheila, real quick though, the bariatric surgery, I know that these patients have to go through a very strict program, counseling, all this good stuff, to make sure that they are understanding what's happening and what will happen once they start to lose the weight, and to encourage a healthier lifestyle after. Are they not getting enough training? Is it not sticking? Why isn't that portion working?
Well, each bariatric surgery and each bariatric surgery center has different requirements with respect to counseling. My clinical experience has been that most patients who go through gastric bypass or bariatric surgery do not have the kind of comprehensive psychotherapy that they need to truly address the emotional components of their eating habits. I think that's a piece that needs to be addressed.
Okay, good old-fashioned diet and exercise always worked in the past, works in the future.
They'll keep working.
When you think health, think IRU.